Let's get the game up and running. Spawning in the top right position is the blue Zerg player from Team Liquid. It is Snute. And spawning in the bottom left position, it is the Terran player from Cult Gaming. It is CrucialNug, and for short we're just going to call him Crucial. And you guys have been so awesome holding through all the different breaks and the long extended periods of breaks. Was not expecting a round of 64 tournament to go so quickly at the start, because what happened was that a lot of the players just got rolled over very quickly, and so it kind of resulted in us having to wait for games to finish. So I apologize so much, guys. Everyone that's been tuning in, you guys have been amazing, and I appreciate everyone that's been tuning in and sticking with it. All the new follows, you guys are awesome. Make sure you guys keep tuning in. I cast as often as I can, as much as I can. I cast OSC tournaments, international tournaments, so I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning casting a Filipino tournament here in the next week or so. Stay tuned for details on that and all the live tournaments that I go to and cast. So I appreciate you guys so much. Let's jump into the game. We're about 3 minutes in. So far, nothing too out of the ordinary from either player. This Reaper coming in, trying to do as much damage as he can to Snute, but there's a Queen here and there's a couple Zerglings, not to mention the speed upgrade's about to finish. So that Reaper's not going to be able to do much except make that Queen fly, which would be a really badass mod, now you think about it. Like an upgrade for a Queen, like a tier 3 upgrade, like the Queen will fly and be as slow as Overlord or something like that, and just kind of hover. And then she could throw down creep wherever she wanted. Oh, that would be so badass! Like, you wouldn't really use it as an offensive thing, because they're so slow, like they're slow as like the Broodlords, but they just fly around like an Overlord and just drop creep. How dumb and stupid would that be, but funny at the same time? No? Just me? Alright. 2 Hellions coming out from Crucial. Crucial's going to do everything he can with these Hellions, do as much damage as he can, but unfortunately these Lings have the speed upgrade, and they're going to get this round on those Hellions, but those other Hellions... What is he doing? It's so hard for me to keep track of what he's doing. Couple medevacs, couple cyclones coming out. Seems to be the new thing. Those cyclones are a lot more powerful as of late. So it seems like to be the new thing is to get cyclones out. Crucial going up, seeing the third base from Liquid. Liquid takes his third base just under 4 minutes. Kind of the per usual. And from here, Liquid kind of does his counterattack with some Lings and is going to send them all the way across the map and see what he could do with it. But these Hellions are going to head him off. Perfect timing on those Hellions. Hellions see those Lings running by, and here's 2 cyclones filled of medevacs going across the map, and here's 4 Hellions just kind of making this wall, stopping any kind of Lings from getting in the base. Here comes the medevac and the Hellions with this, and a lot of drones are coming for this base right now, and a Queen's coming out, sees that it's cyclones, and there's really not much they're going to be able to do. It might be able to get the transfuse off, but it's not going to be able to. And this Queen's about to drop in. All these drones are about to drop at the same time. And Crucial's hitting this third base hard, getting a lot of drone kills with this. And behind this, the one thing Liquid can do, or excuse me, Snute can do, is just get Lings. But he's losing all the drones with this at the same time. More Queens coming out, a lot of cyclones with this, focusing down the Queens. But the one thing Snute can do is just get Lings out, but I don't know if he's going to get there in time. Gets a little bit of the Hellions. They are kind of focusing down the hatchery, and it has lost the medevac, which is great. But at the same time, here comes a Liberator on top of this hatchery, which is really funny. Sniping the larva, and here comes Hellbats. The Hellions turn into Hellbats. The Queens get the snipe on top of the Cyclone. More Queens coming in, finishing up the last little bit of the Hellbats. There's only 3 here left. All the Queens are staying alive, transfusing each other, and that looks like it's going to be it for that attack. And Snute holds his third base. What an aggressive play from Crucial, throwing in that Liberator at the main base of Snute while attacking the third base. And Snute was able to hold this and didn't really lose much in terms of units, but kind of got to land on a couple things. This Liberator, a couple more hits left. Going to try to go to the south base right here from Snute. He's going to get up in there. Snute is not reacting to it yet. Sees it, and there's a second Liberator floating around Those queens trying to do everything they can to snipe both of it. This looks like this Liberator got sniped out, and the second one is about to get sniped as well. But 7 drone kills go down for Snute, and here's a decent amount of Lings, but they're heading back. I mean, he could have probably gotten to that base and done a lot of damage to that base, but ran all the way up. But I think he just wants to make sure he's not getting countered. We do see a scan going off for Crucial. Gets kind of information he needs. Doesn't really see that much, but it kind of did scare Snute and forced him to run back with his Lings. And if you look, there's really not that much that's here for Crucial. Crucial lost a big chunk of his army. He's getting more Liberators out, getting a couple Widow Mines out, but he just has the Marines that's just now getting the upgrades, and Snute's gonna have already finished up with his melee and carapace upgrade for his ground army. But he's kind of hanging out right now. I don't know if he's just kind of hanging out. Maybe he just wants to hold off on another defense. And we see behind this he does get a Spire to kind of combat any drops that may transpire, but third base goes down for Crucial and he gets it up. Sorry, I had to type in chat because that was just too funny. Alright, here comes a bio ball of Marines and Liberators with this. Snute does see a little bit of it, sees the Marines, sees the Liberators, sees the Widow Mines, sees everything he needs to see. And the Lings are streaming in, and a lot of Roaches and Ravengers are with this as well to try to stop that third base. And while these Liberators hold up here in the front, Crucial comes around and tries to snipe that fourth base, and he gets the snipe on, at least gets the cancel. And from there, he forces Crucial goes up the middle, and he's going to try to get as much as he can on top of this army, while the Liberators hang tight with the Widow Mines. Here's a drone. About to get sniped by that Widow Mine, barely misses it. But with this army, we do see that the Spire is just about completed. Baneling speed is in the upgrades as well. A lot of Widow Mines going off on the Lings. More Widow Mines with this and Liberators. Like I was mentioning before, guys, the melee upgrade for Snute on these Lings are about to finish up. The Carapace upgrade is about to finish up as well. The speed upgrade and a +1 for flyers. Corrosive Power is going off, landing right on top of the Liberators. Doing a lot of damage to them, but there's still about 30% health left. More Lings coming in. Corrosive Bile landing on absolutely nothing. Banes are with this army as well. The upgrade's about to finish here in the next 10 seconds. But we do have a lot of mutas with this army. We do see 2 Liberators going up to the north side of Snute's base. And if you can distract them enough, get the third base attacking, Corrosive Bile landing. But again, missing absolutely nothing. The Banes are done, as we saw. And here comes the Liberators. Got sniped down by both Queens. Banes rolling in, trying to do as much damage as they can. Corrosive Bile landing on its own army. So Snute's doing everything he can to hold this third base. He needs this third base up. More Banes coming in. They're trying to get him on top of the Queens. Or on top of the creep, but just can't. And Crucial, I don't think Crucial realizes there's a fourth base from Snute. And here comes 2 big bio drops that's going to the north side of Snute's base. And Snute's just doing everything he can to hold on tight to this third base, but I don't think he realizes that there's going to be 2 big drops going down at his base. They're trying to bait down this army. Huge Widow on hit, takes out a lot of Marines. And behind this, the Banes are coming in. Good splits from Crucial, but it looks like this army is about to get cleaned up, but not from this huge drop that's here at the main base of Snute. Snute needs to react to this, needs to send his entire army back to this base and deal with this Bile army, but they're focusing down the Spire. Spire is about to drop before the upgrade finishes. The +2 melee upgrade is in the works as well for Snute, but these Marines are focusing down the spawning pool. Gets the spawning pool, which is a huge pickup. Medevacs get sniped, and with the huge medevac full of Marines, and it's going to force Snute to build the Spire again, build the spawning pool again. But Snute does not lose his unit upgrade, even though he did lose, like, he was about 80% left with the Muta upgrade. He was able to keep his melee upgrades, and so that's going to be kind of the saving grace for him at the moment fourth base going down from Crucial. Looks like he's putting into a planetary fortress, and it looks like we're turning into a huge, what do you call these, like, where all Terran does is just do planetary fortresses with missile turrets? That's what it looks like it's turning into. Even though both players, the army-wise, are about the same, the upgrades are kind of in the favor of Snute, but the difference is these mutas are going to come in. I'm going to try and do as much damage as they can. They're kind of poking around. And here's another Liberator coming on the south side of Liquid Snute's fourth base. He was trying to go for a fifth base, but wasn't able to get it up. Here comes another huge army. This time there's Marauders with this army on top of the Hellbats. And this fourth base of Snute, or excuse me, fifth base of Snute is just going to snipe right away. And Crucial sees it, gets the cancel. Liberator's coming in. The mutas finding that Liberator, going to get sniped. But a lot of Widowmines are here. Bane's sacrificing themselves to try to get on top of this. And Crucial doing everything they can against Liquid Snute's army. Bane's landing on top of the Marauders. That's not what you want him to land on. You want him to land on the Marines, where they're the weaker, but more Banes coming in. Landing on top of it. Widowmine still not triggered. Crucial Battle lands on top of the Widowmines, and there it goes. More links coming from Liquid Snute. And as you see, we don't see an infested pit. We don't see a hive. So it looks like Snute at the present moment is going to keep on this tier 2. Looks like he's not going to try to be jumping into any kind of upgrades with the Ultralisk or anything like that. Two Liberators coming on the south side here for Liquid Snute's fourth base, while he's trying to take a fifth base yet again. It looks like he's going to try to keep it this time. A lot of Widowmines coming in, Bane's coming in, landing on top of almost everything, but it's still Crucial keeps most of his army up, and Crucial's army is slowly getting weakened. Crucial Battle landing on top of some of these Marines, taking out some of the medevacs. Muta's count is getting so high for Liquid Snute that I don't know if Crucial's going to be able to handle how many mutas are on the map anymore with these engagements. He's doing a great job at taking these engagements. However, he keeps losing the upper hand. He's trying so hard to take that fifth base from Liquid Snute, and so far, everything he's done is just going in vain. Liquid Snute has his fifth base up, but it's really weak. He's trying so hard to defend this. He needs to keep this up, this base up to stay in the game. Now there's Thor's here in the mix for Crucial. Crucial is doing everything he can to stay with it. He wants to counter those mutas as best he can. That's why he has the Thors. Crucial Battle landing on that small squadron of Marines. They're doing so much damage here at the moment. Another Thor coming into the play. Crucial Battle landing on top of these medevacs, doing so much damage to these medevacs. There's barely any health left on all these medevacs, but there's two Thors in it. These mutas coming in, sniping all the medevacs and taking out the Thor at the same time. Thors have 0 upgrades, and these Lings have that +2 upgrade for the melee attack. Bane's rolling in, taking out Crucial's army. There's so much army here from Snute that I don't think Crucial could handle it anymore. It's almost doubled the army supply. Medevacs coming in, huge Widowmine hits on top of those Lings. But there's just so many mutas here that I just don't know if Crucial's going to be able to handle it. Crucial Battle landing on top of the rest of this Bio army. And it looks like Snute's just going to try to run into the main base of Crucial, but it looks like he decides to go back. I don't know what he's doing. It makes it so hard to cast. Muta's coming and landing right on top of the medevac. Get there in time before the SUVs were able to repair it. More Mutas coming in, unable to repair that turret or be able to take that turret down. So many SUVs there repairing. Muta's flying again. Going to snipe it last second before the SUVs have a chance to repair, and the mutas flying around, trying to do as much damage as they can to the fourth base of Crucial. If these mutas could hold, or if these mutas can do all the damage to Crucial right now and completely take him out of the game by sniping his fourth and fifth base, it would spell a disaster for Crucial. But again, Crucial holds off the attack. This first time Snute goes on the offensive. And Snute's doing a lot of great work with these mutas. At the same time, he's upgrading these mutas even more. Oh, wait. Yeah, Crucial's doing such a good job. Mutas sniped that last turret yet again. And the Muta's flying away. We do see the upgrades that the melee upgrade for the Carapace is 2 of 2, but we do not see if Snute is, he hasn't decided to jump into the hive yet. He's kind of floating around. He seems to be pretty content. seems to be pretty content with his tier 2 units. I'm surprised he hasn't decided to jump into Ultralisk at all. Mutas flying around, trying to do everything they can. Here comes the Mutas going to that 4th base of Crucial. If Crucial loses this base, it's going to spell disasters for him. But Mutas is flying around, and a huge Widowmine hits, weakening up a lot of these Mutas. And looks like Snute's very comfortable with just forcing out more Marines from here. I don't know what he's going to do in terms of tech, but he's just getting Lings and Mutas, and he's just kind of floating around here at the moment. Going to snipe the Widowmine and fly away. I wonder if he's just trying to bait him into like a huge, like I wonder if he's just trying to bury him or what he's trying to do. Looks like Snute basically baited him out into this, and here comes a huge Ling. Mutas landing on top of half this army. It gets split up, which means the Mutas are going to do a lot more damage as if they're balled together, but you don't want to ball together all your bio units because the Banes come in and do amazing hits so far. Half the army from Crucial gets destroyed in this. He's got 0 Widowmines to support this army. The medevacs are coming here to try to heal as much as they can. But Snute's going to be able to counter this so quickly, and he resupplies and gets 200 punitive just like that. Mutas flying in, picks up the last little bit of that squadron. And more Lings and Banes coming in. The Banes landing on top of the Marauders, not exactly where you want those Banes to go hit. Mutas cleaning up the last little bit of the Vile army here to the right. But here comes a small squadron of Marauders, Widowmines, and Marines coming down the middle to Snute's 4th base. Snute's been doing this on 5 bases this entire time. And more Banes landing on top of this army. Some great splits from Crucial, but it looks like just a little too late. Snute coming in with the overnumbering amount of Mutas, and GG well played gets called, and Liquid Snute wins game number 1 in this best of 3 series. And ladies and gentlemen, that was an amazing play from both players. I was holy smoke. Crucial, man. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Because this guy was giving Snute a run for his money, as we said multiple times. Snute did amazing plays, but Crucial almost had him at the start, but Snute slowly got ahead and got that Muta count super high and just caused a lot of problems for Crucial, and GG was called, and Snute takes game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ESL Cup number 101. Snute is in the brackets. Beyond's in the brackets. Guys, we might have a Beyond and Snute final, so let everyone on Reddit know, let everyone on Twitter know, Beyond and Snute are here, and they're going to be battling out, guys. It's going to be like a BlizzCon preview or an IAM Katowice preview, guys. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Let's get into game number 2. And so far, the lights are still good, so I appreciate it. And this whole time, I've been wanting to drink my tea. Good game. That was such an amazing play. Holy crap. Whoa! Oh, it's a remake. Okay. Sorry, guys. They invited it and then remade, so I'm not 100% what's going on with that, but hopefully we'll get it up and running. Sorry guys about that. We'll get this game underway here momentarily. I think something happened with one of the players, and we'll get it up. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the ESL Cup North American Cup 101, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you check out my channel on Twitter and all that, because I will be streaming as often as possible, and I'll be doing a Filipino Cup here, I believe next week. It might be like 3 a.m. my time, but if you guys want to see some players from the Philippines play, it's a lot of fun. I think it's Crucial, dude. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna throw it to a quick break because I don't know why. I think one of the players went AFK for a second, so beg your pardon on that. So we'll be right back. So, sorry guys for that delay on that. There was an error that caused one of the players to get stuck in the game and couldn't figure out how to get him out. So, I apologize for that. So let's jump into it, guys. This is game number 2 of this round of 16. It is Liquid Snute versus Crucial. And we just saw Crucial play an amazing game against Snute. He almost took it. So without further ado, let's jump into game number 2. Guy spawning in the top left position. It is the red Terran player from Colt Gaming. It is CrucialNug. And spawning in the top right position is the Zerg player up at 1 in the series from Team Liquid. It is Snute. And guys, we're playing on Habitation Station. We're going to be playing without Game Heart, so I'm apologizing for the stream or for the timers that are not on there. Unfortunately, that was causing one of the errors was Game Heart, so I don't know if it was a bug with one of the players or what's going on, but we just won't have that many timers, so I'll do my best to handle it for you guys. So far nothing too out of the ordinary from either player. It looks like Liquid Snute playing it safe instead of going for that gold base. He's going for the second. So far pretty normal. Don't know exactly yet what his plans are, if he's going to go for 3 bases or we're going to try to win it in just under 2 bases. Crucial though, setting out that Reaper and then building out a reactor behind it. We'll see what this Reaper can do. Queen's coming out of here, but may get there just in time. Crucial's Reaper, we saw earlier, was doing a great job of giving Snute a hard time the first match. Crucial's got some amazing control with his Reaper and does a lot of damage. It's more mining loss time than actual like physical damage of like killing units. But it's just a lot grenade going, making the Queen fly again. I'm under the opinion that the Queens fly. Reapers just look so cool if you look at like the graphic of them. Let's see if I can get closer. Stop moving. Queen coming in. One more hit and we'll get that kill off that Reaper, but Crucial coming in. Reactor, Tech Lab with the STEM upgrade. Branching into the factory. We'll see what he tries to do from that factory and going into Starport. Speedlink's coming out for Liquid Snute. These Reaper are going to fly around. Basically get out of the way of... Oh! How was his control now? Oh my gosh, that was perfect. That was absolutely amazing. Great control from Crucial with the Reaper there. Third base going down from Liquid as we can see. Speed upgrade is already done. Liquid Snute really not doing much in the way of showing off his build. Reactor going down. Or finishing up there. 2 medevacs. And it looks like Crucial is going to go for major drop time. And going to try to do everything he can to punish Snute with these drops, but Snute does such a good job holding it that I can't imagine him losing to drops, but we'll see what happens. No Spore Crawler at the moment, no Roaches, no even the Tier 2 attack coming out from Liquid Snute. Looks like he just wants to get his third base up and running and going from there. Here we go, 2 Medivacs going across the map. We'll see where they go. Liquid has Snute has zero vision of this and won't see it until the very last minute. But I think that Zergling spotted it with his Naga Tower. And there's a lot of queens here, and they're about to see, and here they go. Now they see the Marines, and there's a lot of queens here to stop that. Let's see, control. There we go. Let's see what these Marines do. There we go. Gets the scan off, clears out as much creep as they can. Lings, they go right up the map. The queens are here to try to find them back, and they do such a good job with it. There we go. Cool. Marines coming in again, but they're going to hit a lot of queens. And the Spore Crawlers, the Lings are going to try to get the surround off. They're going to get as much damage as they can. Good stutter step, but I don't think it was that great of an engagement. Liquid Snute still here, just doing everything they can to stop this attack. Nothing so far has been done. Crucial doing everything he can just to stop these creep spread. Third base going down from Crucial, but it might be... He's going to be just super far behind. There's so much creep spread on the map. Looks like another Bio army is going to meet up with this army of Crucial. There we go. So more Marines and more Medivacs is coming with this army. And there's a lot of Queens here and a lot of Banes. I don't think the Bane upgrade is finished yet. But there's just a lot of creep, and these Banes really want to get the connection on the creep. Coming down, they're trying to do everything they can to snipe the creep tumors. It's super annoying for Snute because he wants the creep spread and he wants the Banes to be attacking on it, but the speed upgrade for the Banes is not here yet. The melee upgrade is about to finish for Snute, and makes the Lings very powerful if he gets that upgraded. The melee upgrade is started for tier 2 for Snute at the same time, as well as the Carapace, and the speed upgrade for the Banes. It looks like Snute's just going to do everything he can just to hold it with Banes right now and to spread as much creep as he can. That's going to be the kind of the big issue now for Crucial, is that he wants to engage. He wants to engage off creep, so he's doing everything he can to stop the creep spread, and we're going to see another scan going off. He's going to get all of these creep tumors. And Lee's coming in. They're going to try to get us around, do as much damage as they can. But there's no Widow Mines here, as we saw. There's the Widow Mines right there with the army. And I don't know if Snute saw that. But a fourth base got up for Snute very easily and very surprising. Oh, here comes a huge drop from Crucial. Crucial is in a great position for this drop, and Snute has no idea this is coming. And he's sending all his units up. Widow Mines are here to help with the Lings that come in. As we see, a couple of Lings sacrificing themselves. Bane's rolling in. They're going to try to do as much damage as they can. A lot of good Bane hits and forcing the attack to get pushed all the way back. And Snute needs to go on the offensive at some point, or if he just wants to keep defending it. A couple Liberators flying through. They're going to try to do some damage, but they're not going to be able to get that much done. They might just go after the Overlords, which we see. Queens in perfect range of that. A couple more hits, and there we go. More Banes getting morphed in. These Queens doing everything they can. Transfuse going off that first Queen. Lings coming in, and there's just so much here. So much army for Liquid Snute that I think it's just going to be so hard for Crucial to kind of make any kind of real headwind. Banes coming in, landing on top of these Marines coming out one at a time. And that's a huge Ling army coming from Liquid Snute. Liquid Snute's smart. Pulls back his army. Here's the Widow Mine still here, just kind of playing around. And this 4 bases are up for Snute, and and Crucial only has 3 at the moment. So, I'm assuming Snute's going to drop So Mad Bane's right now just going to morph them all in, get that upgrade as we see he's about to finish, and the Spire is here as well. So we'll see what he decides to do with it. Queens are, I think, mistakenly moved across the map and got sniped, and I don't think they meant to do that. I don't think Snute was really expecting that to happen. But there's a lot of Lings with this army. More Banes morphing in here. And here we go. Where is it? And here we go. Huge drop again at the main base of Snute, but Snute sees it coming. He's got the creep spread. That Queen's going to take out one of the medevacs. One of the medevacs is about to drop, but I don't think there's enough here. Bane's going off. Widowmine's going off. Getting everything, clearing everything up. And the Liberators are here doing everything they can. Muta's flying right on top of the Liberators. Going to snipe one of the Liberators. Going to snipe the second Liberator. And the army supply is just skyrocketing for Snute, and unfortunately for Crucial, it is kind of dwindling at the moment. But more Liberators are coming into the fight, along with Banes, or excuse me, along with Marines and Widowmines. Mutators are coming into fighting now. A lot of Widowmines go off, take out the first row of Lings. But all Liquid Snute wants to do is kind of sandwich this army, maybe coming in from both sides. Banes are here. There we go. Looks like the Banes are going to split off. The Lings coming from the south side. Banes landing on top of the army. And I don't think Crucial was expecting this. Widowmine's going off everywhere. Muta's landing on top of the Liberators. And I think that's going to be it. There's really nothing left here for Crucial anymore. And Snute's going to take game number 2 very quickly with a lot of Lings. More Mutas are flying around. GG well played gets called by Crucial. And Liquid Snute takes game number 2 in the ESL Cup. Number 101, and that was an amazing series from both players. And Crucial is this, who is this guy? Doing such a good job holding his own. That was messed up, man. Darth Vader like a pack of smokes. So Liquid Snute takes game number 2 in this best of 3. So he will be advancing. I believe he's going to be advancing into the round of 16. Let's take a quick look at the brackets, guys. If you guys want to look at the brackets, it's just the command key brackets, and we'll see what's going on. We do see that Beyond's facing B-Lord in the quarterfinals, Blue Cheese and Hellraiser in the quarterfinals, Azura and Towley in the quarterfinals, and it's going to be Semper versus Snute in the quarterfinals. We'll see what game we're ready to go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to be going to a quick break, as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let everyone know we have Snute in the brackets, we have Beyond in the brackets, we have Semper in the brackets, and it looks like we're going to have some quarterfinals and semifinals coming up with Snute, Beyond, and Semper. Thanks, guys, so much. We'll be right back.
Hi guys, thanks for watching my videos. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you want to support me, you can buy my songs on iTunes or Louder or many other places. You can also check out my Patreon site, which is a site you can
So far, so good.